Hello world, Shelly here, and today I would like to update you all on the testing I've been doing on the KISS Falscara lashes. These are similar to the way you apply the Lashify lash extensions underneath your lash line, and there's a bonder and a sealer, and then in the larger package here, the overnighter. So I did a whole video on my first impressions applying these for the first time. And my impression at the end of that was that I like this way better than applying a single strip of lashes above my lash line, and that I felt at that time that a couple more tries would make me an old pro at this. Like I felt like it was a pretty low learning curve, just a little awkward to do my non-dominant eye. You know, I'm right-handed, so doing this eye was a little harder, but it was a good first impression, and it was such a good first impression that I decided to go out and buy the bigger kit. This is the kit that has both the remover, which I actually haven't tried yet because it's been fine with my makeup remover, and it's got what they call the overnighter, so that you can wear these for multiple days in a row. So right now, I am about 5 hours into day 4 of wearing these. I have slept in them, and I just want to give you the pros, the cons, my opinions, how I plan to use this product going forward. I want to give a shout out to KISS because they have sent me a bunch of PR in other lashes and things. These I both bought myself, but I'm a proud lover of KISS products, and I will be using more of their products in my upcoming videos as well. So thank you to KISS if you happen to see this, because I greatly appreciate everything you're sending, but I love a lot of your products. So I'm on this bandwagon right now. I'm on the Falscara bandwagon. So let's talk. The joy, I think, of these, I find them easier than the single strip lashes. And I think for my eye shape, that's because the single strip lashes almost always, by the end of a day, will either be lifting up at the outer corner or the inner corner. So I think my eyes are either too curved for what those lashes are designed for, and the pressure on them throughout the day makes them pop up, or they're not curved enough, and so the shape just, I don't know what it is exactly, but I have issues with that. And that's part of why I don't wear false lashes very often, is because if I know I have a long work day, I don't have time to be touching up my makeup and checking in the mirror to make sure everything's okay. So if something is going to be popping up and coming off and I don't have the time to maintain it, then I'm just going to skip it altogether. These, you don't really have to bother with that. I have not had a single time I've worn them. So I wore them 3 different times for just one day at a time. And then I did the test where I'm now on day 4 wearing them overnight and all day long, all night long. Not a single time has one popped off, ever. Now, when I wear them overnight, this is this last piece. So what I've got on my eyes now, I'm wearing 2 strips of the medium size, and that's on the outer and the middle, and then I've got 1 strip of the small size on my inner corner. So I'm wearing a total of 6 strips. And when I sleep exclusively on this side of my face, and my pillow is like jammed into my eyes. My natural lashes on this side are actually like permanently curved upward and inward because of the way I sleep on them. So every night that I've slept so far with these in or on, that lash piece, the one on the end of this eye, has been a little bit loose. It has not come off, and I probably could have continued to wear it because of the way that they kind of bond to your lashes, like the entire lash. So I probably could have worn it, but every morning I got up, I removed that lash, and then reapplied it, just because that's the one that was loose. I will say the problem with that is that when it comes loose when I'm sleeping, then it's out of position and it can kind of touch my eyes. And I was getting a little bit of eye irritation in the morning when I woke up because of that, the position of it moving. If you don't sleep on your eyes, then you're not going to have that problem, but that was a problem for me. So I think I would typically if I was going to continue to wear them for a long duration of time, I think I would take that one off every night and reapply it in the morning. It takes mere seconds to put it on, so it's really not a big deal. At this point on day 4, these other 5 strips have been rock solid, no movement, haven't budged, and I wash my face at the end of the night. I just avoid my lashes. I don't have mascara on or anything like that. They've stayed put. They have not moved. They're still rock solid. I almost took them off today, and then they were so well on that I was like, I'm just gonna leave them on for another day, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll go as far as I can until they're like destroyed. Now I will say, especially the side I sleep on, they're starting to look a little bit like out of shape, kind of. How would I describe that? You know how it looks like if you've had your eyelashes, like actual lash extensions put in, and then you need a fill, like they kind of just misshaped so that like there's a little bit of a gap going on there because my natural lashes kind of stuck together from the glue process, and so at day 4 they don't look as fresh as they did. I do know for a fact that when I take these off, I am going to be so disappointed in how short my natural lashes are compared to wearing these. I did not expect to enjoy the look of it looks like lash extensions to me. And oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Because I think they look a little bit more natural than a strip lash. Like, because they're not exactly like so regimented the way a strip lash would be, some of your natural lashes are still visible in this whole process, and they're just adding to it. So I think they do look more natural, and I like that as well. I think they're a lot easier to apply than a single strip, and it goes a lot faster. How would I wear these? So the overnighter definitely works. I am proof right now. I'm 4 days in. I'm in the middle of day 4 right now. A few hours, 4 or 5 hours into day 4. So it is an option. Now, I wear a lot of eye makeup, and I feel like it is harder to wash it off, the eye makeup, without removing your lash extensions or the Falscara lashes that you've got on. So for me, I think I would wear these with the overnighter, so a multi-day wear, if I had a stretch of time where I wasn't going to have time to really do much eye makeup and I just wanted to, throw on quick blush, bronzer, lip, run out the door, maybe a little bronzer in the crease kind of a trick. And they really, really kind of amp up your look for that. Like, you look really nicely put together with a very minimal amount of work when you've got these lashes on. And I love that. But I also love my eye makeup so much, and it's a little bit harder. You just have to be a little more careful when you're doing your eye makeup when your lashes are long like this, because I'm not used to having this length of lash on my face already when I sit down to do my makeup. So I think personally, I will not wear these very often overnight. I think most of the time I am going to do these instead of mascara and just boom, 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 put 3 on each eye and take them off at the end of the night. Now, this one that I have removed a couple times now in the morning so that I can reapply it, today when I took it off, I cleaned it because it says in the packaging that you can clean them and rewear them multiple times. And I did clean it. It did clean up well. It feels like it lost a little bit of its sturdiness after I had cleaned it. So I don't know how many times you can get away with cleaning them before they're kind of shot and you have to replace them. But, I mean, look how many of these come in a kit. I'm only wearing a total of 6 strips. So this is like multiple multi-day wears in one single kit. Plus, you can buy just the lash pieces. You don't have to buy the whole kit because obviously these containers of the bonder and the sealer and the overnighter and the remover, they will last much longer than just a few wears. The other thing I've seen people comment that is very interesting to me, and I need to try it, is that you can actually use other strips. Like, let's say you have a bunch of KISS single length strips that you don't necessarily want to waste, but you like this idea, many people in the comments on my first Falscara video had commented that you can actually just trim your single strips into a couple pieces or 3 pieces, or use whichever pieces of it you want, and it still works with this glue, with this bonder, and this process works with those strips as well. So if you have a favorite and you'd rather wear it this way under your lash line instead of over your lash, then go right ahead. It seems like it works really well. I have an entire bin up here of false lashes because I want to love false lashes, but the problems I described earlier have prevented me from wearing them. So now I feel like it's a whole new world and I have this whole new way to wear false lashes without the problems that I had previously. And I can take advantage of trying that trick with these. And that just makes me very happy. Very, very, very happy. I very much enjoy this product. And I find it so much easier than applying them from above. I like applying them from below. You take the little thing, you just really just, the bonder is so good that you just touch it, touch the lashes to it, and it's in place, but then you can still tweak it, move it around, get it into the right location. So I'm stoked. Absolutely love this product. Now, a couple tips for applying them. The first time I applied them, I kind of felt like I had to line up the band of the wisp along my waterline, like close to my eye. You really do not have to do that. And actually, I would recommend, having done this a few times now, line that band up closer to the root of your lashes where you're not going into your waterline with it. Because if you get too close into your waterline, as I just stabbed myself in the eye, this is my life. If you get too close to your waterline, you're going to be able to feel it when you blink, and you don't want to be able to feel it. You don't want it to impede your vision or your blinking in any way. So try to keep that band closer to your lashes rather than closer to your eye. The downside of that, it's the most comfortable way to apply them, but I found I really couldn't put tightline pencil in my waterline. And I like to tightline my upper lash line. And I haven't tried putting these over tightline pencil, but I feel like that might affect the strength of the hold. Maybe not though, because really the bonder you're applying to your lashes, and you're using that band just to kind of line up the strip on your eye, but you're doing all the adhesion to the lash itself. So maybe you could apply waterline pencil first. I'm gonna have to test that. But don't put them all the way back toward your waterline. Keep them at your lashes, and that will make them a lot, well, very comfortable. The first time I applied them, they were very comfortable. I couldn't even feel them, but I could tell by the end of the night when I had been blinking for a while that it was touching, like I could feel it when I blinked. So that would be one application tip. The other thing I would say is when you are taking them off of the tray, they say to just grab your little tweezer thing and pull it off. Well, don't do as I did. I grabbed a couple lashes, I pulled, and it ripped it apart. I prefer to take my fingers, grab the entire wisp so that I have all of the lashes of the wisp in my fingers and pull it off that way, because otherwise I did damage a couple of them by pulling them off the other way. So you don't want to tear them apart. You do want to be gentle with them, and you'll get the best chance of getting them off safely. The bonder, they say in the instructions that a little goes a long way. It does. Don't go haywire. Again, try to keep the bonder off your waterline. Try to apply it like mascara, only on your underside of your lashes. It will very easily cling to the wisps as you apply them. Then the sealer, the point of that is supposed to be to kind of seal it all in and remove the tackiness from the bonder. Now, I haven't noticed any tackiness. I will say though, when you put the bonder on, only do it on one eye first. And this is how I did it in my demo video, so you can go back and watch that if you want. But put the bonder on first, and then try not to blink too much, because any bonder that's on your eye is going to be transferring down to your lower eye, until you get the lash on there. So try to minimize your blinking. Work somewhat quickly. You don't have to rush because it stays tacky long enough that you don't have to worry about that. Then after you've put it in place, take either your fingers or your tweezer and squeeze your natural lashes to it so that they stick together. Like you want the wisps to bond to your natural lashes. And the last thing I would say in applying them is don't leave any gaps between the wisps as you put them on. You want to line them up one next to the other, such that it kind of acts like that tight line mascara for you, or tight line pencil. It's sort of, if you have gaps, you're going to see gaps in your lashes and you're going to see the gaps in the band. So make sure they are flush against each other as you apply them. Now, the days that I removed them at the end of the night, I just took my micellar water or my cleansing balm, either one, and washed my eyes normally, and then they pulled right off. No damage to my natural lashes. You know, the remaining glue that was on my natural lashes just felt like removing mascara. It was kind of the same process and the same feeling. So I haven't noticed any issues, any change whatsoever to my natural lashes from wearing these. So I did not even try the remover that comes with it. It seems to be just like an oil-based makeup remover, but I was able to remove them very easily, both with micellar water and with my cleansing balm. In fact, the very first night of the test with the overnighter, I went to wash my face that night and forgot that I had these on. And the first thing I do is I take my cleansing balm and I put it in my fingers and I rub my eyes. And I went, and so I actually got cleansing balm all over my eyes. And then I had to hurry up and try to like wipe it away without washing my lashes off. And would you believe it? They didn't come off. I slept in them that night. Everything was fine. You know, this one, of course, came off anyway. And then I discovered that it wasn't because of washing my face, it was because of the way I sleep. But you generally want to avoid getting water and makeup remover on the lashes while you are wearing them, if you are wearing them for multiple days. But I have no damage or any impact at all on my natural lashes. In fact, not tugging on them every day with mascara is probably a good thing. So there's that in a nutshell. Super happy, super stoked about this product. The next thing I'm going to try is using the bonder and the sealer with some strip lashes, cut them up, see if they work just as well with this application approach. This tool is perfect for applying both, whether you're right-handed or left-handed, and I'm in love. They say that it will last up to 10 days with the overnighter. I think that is entirely possible. Because I sleep on this side, this is the side that looks a little bit more beat up, a little bit less fresh, so I don't know if I would get 10 days out of it just because of the way I sleep, but that is because of the way I sleep. So if you don't sleep with your face mashed into a pillow, you might have even better luck. But these totally last multiple days. I have not done anything to the other 5 strips, this whole eye and 2 strips on this eye, to make them last any longer, and they stay put. They have not moved. I'm on day 4. They're rock solid. And it does say in the instructions that if you need to, you can take the overnighter glue and run underneath an extra stripe of it across to kind of lock everything back in place or firm everything back up. But like I said, they're so quick to apply that I probably will just wear them for the day and take them off. But even if you have to fix one that's loose, it takes a few seconds. It's really, really easy and really much more affordable than some of the other options out on the market. Now, this is my first attempt at any product like this. I have not tried Lashify. I looked at it, I was very curious, and then the price tag made me go, nope. Don't need that in my life right now. So I have not tried that. And a few of you mentioned another brand that is I'm blanking right now, that is a similar concept to Lashify. I have not tried that one either. I don't know if I will, because this is so easily accessible. Like, I grabbed it at Target. They also had it at Ulta. I mean, it's inexpensive and it's easy, and I love it. So that's my experience so far with the KISS Falscara. I don't know how I can go back to my short lashes with mascara. I really like the look of this. Is just a good look. It's not as wildly dramatic as like a full set of false lashes, but it's much nicer than my natural lashes. I really like it. I really like it. So there you have it. That's my introductory experience with the KISS Falscara. Have you tried them? Are you a fan of false lashes? Are you like me and you want to be a fan, but you just haven't gotten there yet? Let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear what you're loving, what you're doing, what you want to try, what you have tried, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. The more information we have in the comments down below, the better for everybody that is trying to save money and find products that work for them. So feel free to share what you are loving. As always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.